In this video, I'll show you the functionality of explore data within Power BI service. Now, I'm in Power BI service, as you see from the URL app.powerbi.com, and this is my homepage. Now, what I've done is like I've created a couple of workspaces over here. So as you see over here, I have a normal workspace and a premium workspace. So I'll go into the normal workspace. So this workspace hosts a set of report and semantic model and dashboards and reports and other content. Now, what I'm interested is like if I sort this out and I pick up the semantic models. I have three semantic models: adventure work, sales, countries, and financials. And I have a lot of reports over here. So if I click on this three dot on the report, okay, I see some options, right? Explore this data, analyze in Excel, and so on and so forth. So from a report perspective, I have an option to explore this data. Now, if I go into semantic model and click on this three dot, then there is an option of explore this data. Okay, so you can explore this data from a semantic model as well as from a report perspective. So first, let's go into the semantic model. So if I go into the semantic model, click on this three dot, and I click on this explore this data. So what it will give you is a pane through which you will be able to explore your data further without even having a Power BI desktop or Power BI service report in an edit mode. Now, this is a way through which you can do an exploration, right? Now, from an exploration perspective, as you see over here, what do we have? So, just to see, we have an option to save this, we have an option to select the data, we have an option to rearrange the data. This section will show me the matrix. This section will show me the visual. This section filter out the overall result, and then there are a couple of other options over here. Now this option is also interesting, as you see over here. So I have split horizontally, I can split this vertically as well. So I have that option. I can open it in a new tab. So if I'm not happy with this window, let's click here. It will open it in new tab. So it is in that explode mode, right? Now, once you get that good real estate, what we need to do is we need to start playing around with the data. So let's do one thing. Let me pick up country. So if I select country over here, it will list down the country in this matrix format. And then I'll say gross sales. And I will pick up, do we have category over here? I have this product. So let's pick up product over here. So I'll just pick up product. Now, as you see over here, against the product, at this country, and in this matrix visual has given me this total, right? And below you see a visual. So you can, if you want to just see the matrix visual, or if you just want to see the matrix visual, then you need to go into the visual and collapse it, so you just see the matrix visual. Or alternatively, if you just want to see visual, then collapse the matrix, and then you will be able to see only the visuals. Now here there are options you can do. You can sort by country or gross sales. So I'll just say sort by gross sales. Now what it has done, it has given you the sorting by gross sales, right? So we have 19 million, we have 14.9, 16.5 million. So it has done that sorting. Now here I can sort by descending or ascending. So if I click on ascending, it will sort by ascending order. Now on the left hand side here, you will see rearrange data. So I have country, I have product, I have sum of gross sales. Now if you say for a visual, I don't want gross sales, so I'll just remove this. Now if you remove this, it impacts your matrix as well, right? So if I do one thing, if I take this unit sold and I put it against the value, it will list down the units sold, and then it will impact both the matrix and visual, right? Now, let's pick up gross sales also. So if I pick up gross sales, then what it has done, it has now suggested me a new visual. It's like kind of a scatter chart. So it has given me all this option value over here. But it looks like this, it looks like a scatter chart, but it is not. But like it has suggested me various options. Now how do I extract this value? Now as you see over here, it has given me sum of units sold and sum of gross sales over here. Now what essentially I'm doing is, like, I'm doing some sort of analysis. If I click on add filter over here, go to data, and I'll say country, and I just want country of Canada and France. That's it. Click on apply, and then it will only show me record for Canada and France. And I'll say I just don't want units sold. I'll just remove this, and it will show me Canada, France, categorized by a product, and then this is the visual. So this is how you can basically do the filtering. I can even add a filtering, and I'll say I just want to filter from a product Paseo Velo. So Paseo Velo and VTT, and further this information will be filtered out. Now this is how you can basically do the analysis. Now there can be multiple tables as well. So as you see over here, so if you just see over here, there are a couple of tables. So there is a product review sample table. Now if I select a review and review ID, okay, now it has started merging all these things in the form of a relationship. But there is no relationship which exists between product review sample and the financial table, so it doesn't make sense in terms of this example. But then you have an option to do that as well. So I'll just untick that. From a visual perspective, let's see what we can do, what best we can do from a visual perspective. So let me collapse the matrix, and then here, as you see, I have this, I can make the selection, and I can see what are the values. So we have just selected Canada and France because that's the filtering over here. Now if we do not want the filtering of Canada, France, we can just remove that, and it will list down all the other countries. Now from a visual perspective, I have an option to pick a stacked bar chart. So I'll pick a stacked bar chart. I can pick a clustered column chart, stacked column chart, or maybe just display in it form of a table. Or I can show it in a pie chart, or I can show it in all the different visuals which is present over here. Make sure that it makes sense. Or Power BI will automatically choose the best visual for my data. So if you select this, Power BI has given you this particular visual, and this visual is clustered bar chart. So Power BI suggested that this is the best visual based on the data set which you have selected. Now all this thing, once you do with it, and if you're happy with this, there is an option to save. So if you see save, so if I click on save, it will say enter a name for your exploration. Okay, so I'll just say Paseo well Velo VTT exploration. And as you see over here, now we started with a Girish workspace, which was a normal workspace. Now it is disabled currently. My workspace is disabled and Girish workspace is disabled. And if I select Girish, it says exploration can only be saved to premium capacity workspace. So that means if you do not have a premium capacity workspace, you cannot save the exploration. So all the exploration part will come as a part of premium workspace. So even if your data or semantic model is coming from a normal workspace or a standard workspace, you need to have a premium workspace to save the exploration. So let me save this exploration. So I've saved this exploration in a premium workspace. Now again, what I'll do, now I see this information again. I have this option to save, and then this time I'll say save as a report. So I can even save this as a report. So I'll just call it as uh, country report, and I can save it anywhere. Okay, so I can save it in my same workspace or a premium workspace. So I have an option to save as a report. I have an option to save as an exploration. So and then once you save this report, again it's the same thing. You can play around with it. You can do what are the other things you can do with the report. All the options are open to you. Now let's see the exploration, what has happened. So if I click on workspace over here, if I go to Girish Premium again, and then here you see Passio value, but this type is exploration. Now in exploration, you can open the exploration, you can delete, see some settings, see the workspace lineage. Let's see the details. So if I click on view details, It will give me some information about the workspace, see what already exists. So semantic model relation is upstream, and when this data set was refreshed, and if I click on open, then it will open that exploration, and then you can further do your own exploration over here. You can change the filter, you can remove the filter, you can view it horizontally, vertically, depending on how you want to see the information. You can just play around with it, right? So this is how you do the exploration. Now coming back to the workspace, now we started with all the workspaces over here. So I'll just say don't save. So this is a workspace, we sorted this out, we sorted this by semantic model, and now from here we took a semantic model and then we explored this data. Now there is an option. If you click on say let me go to one of the report. From report itself, if you click on explore this data, you can go ahead and do that. So again, it will pick up the backend data source. Backend data source is financials, and then from here you can come and then you can just play around with the data, and then it will automatically start displaying the visual, right? So I'll just close this. uh, Other option, let's go into say one of the reports. So let me go into the countries report. So this is one of the report which I have created. Now this report is not in an edit mode, so if you want to edit, there is an option to edit. Okay. Now here in this report, there is an option to explore this data. So if you click on explore this data, again it will open the same interface, and then remember it's in a preview state. So it's not a GA component. So you have an option to save, you have an option to save as a report. So if you click on save, it will save basically as an exploration, which cannot be saved into a normal workspace. It has to be a premium workspace. So that's it, folks. This is all about that explore data feature. So there are multiple ways to go into that exploration, and it is useful when you want to do some groundwork or research on some particular aspect of a data model, and you can save that record as well. Thanks for watching.